Welcome back to Lynn's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. In a world where Hollywood once worshipped big muscles, loud charisma, and alpha male energy, a quiet revolution is unfolding. The new generation of heartthrobs is here, and they're rewriting everything we thought we knew about being a leading man. Forget the traditional mold. These actors aren't trying to be the next Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. They're creating a whole new blueprint. Meet Timothée Chalamet, Elordi, Austin Butler, and Paul Mescal. 4 actors who don't just star in movies. They embody a new era of vulnerability, authenticity, and edge. So, what makes them different? Let's break it down. 1. Timothée Chalamet, the poetic rebel. He's fragile and fierce all at once. With his sharp cheekbones, soft voice, and mysterious aura, Timothée doesn't demand attention, he draws it in. Whether he's playing a love-struck teen in Call Me By Your Name, a reluctant messiah in Dune, or a whimsical chocolatier in Wonka, Timothée brings emotional depth and soul-searching complexity that feels almost rare. He whispers, and the world listens. And beyond acting, he's a fashion icon. Fluid, fearless, and always original. He wears sheer tops, backless suits, or sparkles, and still makes it feel like art. But his real charm? He's grounded, humble, awkward in interviews. In a world of filters and fame chasers, Timothée just exists, authentically. 2. Elordi, the dark charmer. He started as the tall, bad boy in the kissing booth. But Elordi had no intention of staying in the teen rom-com lane. In Euphoria, he became Nate Jacobs, complicated, brutal, and magnetic. In Saltburn, he showed a new side, mysterious, sensual, almost mythic. Jacob has range. He's not afraid to explore the ugly, the broken, the seductive. He challenges audiences, never plays it safe. And when it comes to his off-screen style, vintage suits, quiet luxury, effortless elegance. He's not trying to be a fashion icon, and that's why he is one. He's the guy who leaves you wondering, is he the villain, the muse, or something in between? 3. Austin Butler, the classic star, reborn. With Elvis, Austin Butler did something incredible. He didn't play the king of rock and roll, he became him. The voice, the movement, the presence, it was uncanny. But Austin didn't stop at transformation. He brought soul. He showed us a man torn between fame and pain, glory and emptiness. And suddenly, Hollywood was paying attention. Now, he's stepping into epic roles, from Dune, Part 2 to the big characters. And with that James Dean intensity and old-school charisma, Austin feels like a vintage movie star with a 2025 edge. He brings back romanticism, but with depth and grit. 4. Paul Mescal, the quiet storm. He doesn't shout. He doesn't perform. He simply feels. Paul Mescal broke through with Normal People, where he captured the ache of first love with painful honesty. Since then, he's become the king of indie cinema. In Aftersun, he was haunting. In All of Us Strangers, he was tender and raw. There's a vulnerability in Paul that makes you lean in. He wears heartbreak like a second skin. And suddenly, sadness becomes powerful. He's not Hollywood polished. And that's the point. Movie camera. So, what do these men have in common? They don't just act. They reveal. They show us it's okay to be soft. To be confused. To be searching. They embrace emotion instead of hiding from it. They blur the lines between beauty and pain, fame and fear. And most importantly, they represent a new masculinity. One that's not about dominance, but depth. They're not just heartthrobs. They're storytellers of the soul. In a time when the world feels louder, faster, and more filtered than ever. These actors are proof that stillness, sincerity, and mystery still have a place. So, who's your favorite? Timothée, Jacob, Austin, or Paul? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives. Right here on Lynn's Spotlight Daily. See you next time.